Hello everyone, interesting day today. Definitely heard you yesterday, So yeah, obviously yesterday I just put up a new video where I was unboxing and doing first impressions of the Harley Benton Victory. And right before I had put that video up, it turns out that Glenn Fricker had also put up a video where he did a full review of the same guitar, and he found a bunch of issues with his that I didn't notice in mine, which is totally valid, it turns out. So after watching his video, lots of comments on mine saying to try it with a real amp, which I have now. As I showed in yesterday's video, I had my guitar plugged direct into the interface using a plugin, and I thought it sounded really good and there was no noise issues or anything like that. But in Glenn's video, he thought the same thing, but then he switched over to using a real amp, and then he got some loud humming noises, so I thought I would try it out. And it turns out that, yeah, he was correct. It definitely does that, and I would never have noticed unless it was for Glenn's video, so shout out to him for realizing. So I just want to preface this by saying, you know, I like Glenn's videos. I met him in person at 42 Gear Street, which is ironically also where I got hooked up with Harley Benton. We actually just made a video together on his channel with Harley Benton, so, you know, neither of us are going out there making videos with the intent to, you know, purposefully make Harley Benton look bad, or vice versa, to convince you that they're awesome when in fact they're actually terrible in real life or anything like that. We're not doing anything like sketchy like that. We're just kind of sharing our first impressions, our demos, our experiences, and that's kind of the awesome thing about YouTube and videos in general is, you know, everyone has a different experience and it's always good to watch more than one video. And hey, again, shout out to Glenn for making his video because it made me realize an issue that I probably never would have noticed, because for my playing style, I have a noise gate on basically 100% of the time, so I never would have noticed the issue. As you can hear right now, my room is completely silent because normally I use a noise gate. So if we turn on the volume of the guitar, you can hear that there's like a tiny bit of amp hum, which is pretty normal for any guitar. Guitar is plugged in. So like I said yesterday, in my unboxing video, I thought it sounded really good and I didn't notice any extra hum because my setup always has a noise gate, whether it's a real amp or a plugin. So if we turn the noise gate off, however, you can definitely hear quite a loud humming noise. So yeah, definitely noticeable. I didn't notice it yesterday because, again, when the noise gate is on, completely disappears. It turns out that both of the Harley Benton guitars that were sent to me do have the same problem. So I'm just going to plug in the Jazzmaster style guitar just to show you that as well really quickly. Okay, so now I'm plugging in the Jazzmaster. We're going to do the exact same thing. So right now I have the noise gate on and volume on. Again, you can hear that very, very slight hum, which you can hear with any guitar. So you can kind of hear it there as well before the noise gate kicks in. If we turn the noise gate off, same thing, quite a loud hum. So yeah, definitely noticeable. And again, just for good measure, I'll plug in a different guitar to see if this issue happens on that one as well. Okay, so we'll plug in a different Harley Benton. This is one of the slightly more expensive ones. This is the Amarok series, which has actual EMG pickups. So even with the noise gate on, you can hear it doesn't have that slight hum before the noise gate kicks in. And if we turn the noise gate off, again, much, much less hum in general. There's a little sympathetic string noise, but that has nothing to do with hum issues. So yeah, just wanted to do that quick follow-up today while the topic is, you know, on everybody's mind. Again, shout out to Glenn for figuring this issue out. It's something that I never would have personally noticed, like I said, because with my playing style, I just always use a noise gate. You know, not trying to make excuses for Harley Benton or anything like that. It's just something I honestly never would have realized. So yeah, again, that's why it's nice to have different YouTubers playing different styles of music on the same gear, because everyone kind of has a different experience. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say on this topic for now, just because there were so many comments on my last video pointing out Glenn's video. And again, you guys were right. Like I said, after watching his video, I tried it out for myself, and I have the same issue with mine as well, with mine as well. Words are hard. And then yeah, last but not least, I just wanted to mention really quickly, there was like a very small vocal minority who seemed to be like insinuating that I was purposefully ignoring this information or lying or something like that. And that's definitely not the case. Like I said, I just personally always use a noise gate, so it's just not something that I would have noticed. Like, yeah, I understand that there seems to be some, not anger, but like mistrust, I guess, towards YouTubers or influencers when they make sponsored videos. And I understand because obviously, you know, we are financially motivated to put these products in our videos, or at least in my case, that's how it works. But with that being said, you know, I always try to be as unbiased and fair as possible. And even in yesterday's unboxing and first impressions video, like I pointed out the little bit of the fretboard that was the issue on the Jazzmaster style guitar, which obviously if I was trying to cover up and hide something, like I wouldn't have shown that in the first place. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm never going to purposefully lead you astray. I'm not purposefully withholding information to make things look better. I can kind of understand why people might come to that conclusion, like I said, because yes, I am financially motivated to make these videos and sell the products and all that. But at the same time, if I said everything was amazing all the time, nobody would trust me, so that's not in my best interest either. I don't want you guys to waste your money. I don't want to waste my time. So, you know, I will always explain if problems arise, anything like that. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there. And rest assured, you know, that's the case. One more thing I wanted to mention as well is I will be doing a full demo video of the Victory guitar as well as the Jazzmaster style guitar. And in those videos, what I always do is I actually give it to my guitar tech and they do a once over, set it up in the tuning with the strings that I like, and also figure out if there's anything that needs fixing on it. So in that video, we'll figure out if we can see what is causing the excess hum. A lot of people are saying it might be like a ground wire issue or something like that. I personally don't know enough about guitar tech or how guitars work to make that call. So if you stay tuned to my channel and you want to watch the demo video whenever that comes out, I will be sure to mention that and explain what we found out is going on. Yeah, and that'll be out in probably a couple weeks or so. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say for this video. Again, thank you guys for bringing this to my attention. Big shout out to Glenn for realizing this issue. And yeah, hopefully this was helpful and informational. Jesus Christ, words. I haven't had coffee yet today. But that's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys next time.